Okay, I'm gonna be breaking down Daima real quick. Okay. His passive is the longer he stays in the fight, the more damage he's gonna do with his rush attacks. What you want to try and do with Daima is you want to play like a rat. You don't want to be necessarily in the fight at all times. You want to try and let your teammates get deeper in, and then you just kind of like give them a big hit and back off for a second. You want to try and stay distance with your rush attacks as well, as far away as you possibly can. You want to prioritize his skill 1 the most and his skill 2. Only get his skill 3 after you've gotten his ult, and it's at level 10. That's when you want to get his skill 3, otherwise it's pretty much useless. And his ult, if you have Giant Slayer, it can be really freaking good. Almost a one-shot. I'm going to go into training real quick. Gonna max him out real quick. On. Okay, so what I go with is I usually go with his bleed damage first. I go with that one. Lightning, I go with that again, then his ult. Then that. Usually I go with the ult again. The last two ones. One thing I do want to point out though, that I know a lot of people do not know yet, is while Daima is using his ult, he can still throw out his moves. Just he cannot use this attack. It can be really useful because instead of just kind of like throwing it out, you could be like targeting onto another player. Maybe the tank is in the way. A build I like to go with Snowball, Barrier, and Double Step. Just so I can get away easier. If I can take a hit, you know, like I said, where you got to get in there and just kind of leave and back off. But one thing that I enjoy seeing more in other teams and like with my people that I play with is shoot, what was I gonna say? Don't be afraid to switch up your cards late game. One thing I see a lot is a lot of people will not switch their cards, and it actually kind of screws them up. What you want to do, especially before ulting, is if you have an extra card or two, switch to Giant Slayer. His ult will pretty much just kill everybody. And then you can switch right back safely. I think Daima Goku works pretty good with Super Saiyan 4 and Kid Gohan. Just, I guess, for the damage buff and because Super Saiyan 4 can actually protect him a lot. He doesn't really have a lot of HP as a damage player. And I suggest going with the damage up area instead of the rush attack nail. It just doesn't really work out with him. Anyways, I hope this helped you out, and have a great day.